All right, we are live. Hey everyone, this is Lisa Torres here, and you are right now on the Prosperity Team Hangout. I kind of got tongue-tied there for a second. You're on the Prosperity Team Wednesday night hangout that we do every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. Tonight, I hope you guys are ready because we have some exciting training for you. It's training that has worked for us for many years since we've been using YouTube. And I know there's a lot of you that love doing videos, but you're just not getting the kind of results that you're looking for. And so this is one of my favorite topics because I love to do videos. And Nat, who's hanging out with me tonight, he loves videos too. He's been doing video marketing for a while. But before we get into all of that, let me introduce myself really quickly for everyone that's new here, just in case you're here and you're like, who the hell is this woman? So let me introduce myself, and then I'm going to bring out Nat and let him introduce himself, and then we're going to kind of get into the training so that you guys can start going out there, could go out there and start dominating YouTube. Okay, so if you're excited about that, before I introduce myself, if you're excited about that, if you're excited about learning how to dominate YouTube and start generating leads and sales with your YouTube videos, then go ahead and post scream in the chat box below. Scream, I want to see it. I'm actually looking right now. I'm going to refresh my screen, and I want you guys to scream if you are ready. Ready. Woohoo! Yes. All right. I know we're probably on a little slight delay. All right, so I know I'm going to start seeing everyone. There's about, wow, we have a full house tonight. We have 314 people listening in right now. So that is awesome, and a lot of people are on our team, and a lot of people have never been here before and have never seen us before and don't even know what we're up to, but we're going to share that with you later at the end of this call and show you exactly what we're up to. Awesome. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. All right, so let me find my screen here so I can get back to introduce myself. Okay, again, my name is Lisa Torres. This is the Prosperity Team Hangout that you are on right now for Empower Network. This is the system that we use to build our business online and generate leads and sales through YouTube. So we're going to kind of talk a little bit about that too as well. I have been in this industry since 2008. I've been using YouTube. When I first got my start, it was with YouTube. When I started marketing online, I started with YouTube because at that time, that was really all there was. It was that in MySpace, and those were really the two things that I was using. And, in the past year, actually a past year and a half, I've been using the system that we're going to share with you tonight at the end of this hangout, at the end of this training. And this is this very same exact system because I've had a lot of success through the years, but this is the system that I started using where the breakthroughs started happening. And over the last year and a half, I've earned over $115,000 with this system. Now, we're going to be throwing some numbers out there for you. So with that being said, let me just throw a disclaimer before I bring on Nat. The income that we actually share with you here is not to brag or boast or anything like that. It's to share with you guys that we're regular people, right? We're regular people who have dreams, who have goals, who have aspirations to do things, to do big things. And we just want to share our results with you because we know what's possible for you. We know what's possible for you. So the income disclaimer is very, very simple. Just because we made money does not mean that you will. Just because we made money with YouTube and blogging and Facebook and all these different avenues that you can make money online with does not mean that you will, because our results are not typical because we're not typical. We work hard. So if you're ready to play the game and you're ready to learn some YouTube marketing tonight, which is part of the working hard, right? If you're ready to dominate and you're ready to plug in and just, go out there and show the world what you're made of, then get excited, my friend, because that's exactly what we're going to share with you tonight. So welcome to tonight's hangout. With that being said, I am going to bring one of my very good friends. We actually met online a few years ago. We've been friends for about, I don't know, 3, maybe 4 years now. And I've known Nat for, that many years. We met online, and he's an awesome person and an awesome trainer. And you're just going to absolutely love this guy as much as I love him, because he's awesome. His personality is awesome. His energy is awesome. And I just love this dude. So with that being said, Nat, go ahead and take it away and introduce yourself, my friend.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for the introduction, Lisa. Yeah, we have known each other for a long time. It's just funny, like, how the internet brings people together, and then you meet them in the real world, and you just become that much closer. It's so cool, and that's what I really love about our community. It's just really awesome. And so yeah, I'll give you guys a quick backstory on myself. I really want to just get into the training and stuff, so I'm not going to keep you guys too long from all the good stuff. But a quick backstory, because it does relate to video marketing. I've been an entrepreneur more or less forever. I used to have a snowboard and skateboard shop in my hometown, and I'm still really big into snowboarding. And for any of you that have seen any of my videos, if you're friends on Facebook, I've been snowboarding a lot lately, and that's just what's really cool about this business, is that we're able to have that kind of lifestyle where we can do whatever it is that we want to do. And what's cool, because I'm actually shooting videos while I'm doing those things, I'm really showing off the lifestyle that I'm able to live as a result. And people really resonate with it, so it's really cool. Plus, I just like looking back and remembering, oh man, that was a sweet day at the hill. So super cool stuff. But yeah, I got started online about 5 years ago, and I actually got started in internet network marketing, and very quickly I found video marketing, and I actually started doing that for local businesses, and I actually left network marketing to pursue local business marketing. And I still do that today, although I don't really focus on growing it as much, but I have made a lot of money doing that side of things as well as this side, and it's really cool. And so what you're going to learn tonight, you can do this if you're growing Empower Network or some other internet business, or you're just an affiliate, or you can actually do it for local businesses as well, which is really cool, because that's a huge possibility in itself. So it really comes down to how creative do you want to get with this, because there's a lot of potential with it when you know how to leverage video. And so anyway, I've got a presentation here for you guys. And Lisa, how the heck do I share my screen again? It's the green button, right?
Yes, just click on the green button and then click full screen.
Okay, start screen share. Okay, so maybe if Lisa or anyone down below here can let me know that you guys are seeing this.
I see it.
Okay, cool. Okay, so yeah, of course, everybody, as we're going through this, if you have any questions, comment below so Lisa can read it. There is a lot of content here tonight, and so I want to try to get through as much as I possibly can so I can give everybody watching the goods here. And of course, if we have time left over, then we'll answer more questions at the end here. So basically tonight, in a nutshell, you're going to learn how to get more leads and more sales in whatever business it is, whether it's Empower or affiliate marketing or whatever, and that's with video SEO. And I know that SEO sounds really scary. It's not really, and to be honest, it actually is quite a bit easier with video. Here's a nice little photo. This is just a little bit of proof to show you that I do know what I'm talking about. I'm actually holding up checks here. I think it's like $3,100, and this is from a local business client of mine that, again, I do stuff for them. So this just shows you that there's possibilities with this. This is a screenshot of a product launch where I was an affiliate for it, and I actually got 4 different results on the front page of, I think this was YouTube, but I actually am on the front page of Google with it as well. And you'll see here in the top box that the very first result is actually the YouTube channel that I created, and I'll show you how I did that in a bit. Then underneath that is a video, and then actually we have 2 other videos down below that. And the reason for that is because I created a lot of authority with that channel around very specific keywords, and we're going to dive right into all of that. And make sure that you stay to the end, because I'm actually going to give you guys a video cheat sheet. So, I mean, obviously do take notes, right? You know, I don't have everything in my cheat sheets, but there's a lot of good stuff that you can refer back to. So when you shoot your videos, that you can just refer back to that and make sure that you haven't left anything out. A couple things to remember. Google and YouTube, they're changing all the time, right? So, you know, some things are going to change, but for the most part, the stuff that I teach and the stuff that I practice in my own business is stuff that is really built for longevity, right? And there's actually been some really big changes in video marketing within the last week, so this is actually really good timing, and I am going to address some of that stuff in a bit. But, you know, there are ways to game the system, but if you play things, you know, nicely, I guess, or sort of play by Google and YouTube's terms, that you know, you're going to be around for a lot longer with your rankings. So that's really important. And I am going to cover a lot of different things, but just know you don't have to do every single one of these, because I know some people are going to get intimidated by, you know, showing all this information. And don't worry, you don't have to do everything. The thing is, like anything, you just have to do one thing more, or sometimes a couple things more than what your competition is doing, right? So, you know, you can start off by doing a handful of things, and if you're not getting the desired results, then just do a couple things more, and then hopefully you are going to get on page 1 or number 1, right? So just keep that in mind. Just don't let it be too intimidating for you. And don't overcomplicate things. I'm really just going to give you the formula, as well as in the cheat sheet again at the end. So just make sure just to follow things, follow the steps, because this stuff works. Like I said, I do it for local clients, I do it in my own business, and I get leads and I get sales. That example with the Facebook course for the product launch I did, I can't remember exactly how much I made with it, but you know, it was probably $1,500 or something like that. So nothing to sneeze at for, you know, throwing up a couple of videos, really, right? And then, of course, like anything that you learn, take consistent action. And I just really want to mention here, one of the biggest things that you know, people have mistakes with online is they get overwhelmed. They're trying to do too many things at once, and they just don't take action at all. So really focus on one strategy, or, you know, get really good at that, and then, you know, focus on another one, whether it's video or not. But you know, I'm big on video. I know Lisa's big on video, and it's because video is really powerful. I mean, it's a great way to build trust, build relationships, build up rapport, and people just like watching video. I really like watching video a lot more than reading blog posts personally, and a lot of people are that same way. So video is good stuff. So some different ideas for getting organic traffic with video, and this is what I do, and I'm going to just, you know, say that I think most people on this Hangout right now, most of us are in network marketing in some way, shape, or form, whether it's with Empowered Network or not. So doing different company reviews on different network marketing companies is a really big one, and that's how I've gotten a lot of my leads right there, and we're going to, of course, get into that a bit more. Product reviews, similar to the product launch I just shared with you guys a couple of seconds ago. And this is a good one, you know, different authors or books or gurus, you know, people who are in your industry who people look up to. So you might want to do, you know, videos on Tony Robbins or Think and Grow Rich, that kind of thing. So of course, just get creative, you know, think outside the box. If it's you know, a new book launch that just came out, like you know, Jab Jab Right Hook by Gary Vaynerchuk, that's really popular. Maybe you want to do a book review on that, and then of course, you know, tying that into making money online or something you know, are doing with whatever business it is that you're promoting. Obviously, affiliate marketing, make money online related stuff, and of course, you know, the list goes on and on. So different keywords that are going to be around make money online type of stuff. So here's a bit of a pre-video checklist of some things for you to do. Is obviously you want to make sure to do keyword research, and a lot of people get intimidated by it. It can be a little daunting, but I do it really simply, especially in our industry, and I'll show you exactly what that is in just a couple seconds. And basically, I just go to like MLM Watchdog or any other type of network marketing industry review website, and I just take company name review or reviews plural, right? And boom, there's your keyword research. It's really that simple because, if people, let's say that you got Joe, and Joe was hit up by, his Uncle Tom or something like that, and of course he's just kind of checking it out for himself. Most people are going to type in something along the lines of company name review, whether it's ViSalus reviews or Amway reviews or whatever. So that one's super easy. People are looking for it, and I'm ranking for a lot of different MLM company reviews as a keyword. Slight variation of that is company name opportunity, company name business opportunity, company name pay plan, all that type of stuff. And this one, I know a lot of people go for it, company name scam. I stay away from it. And the reason for that, if somebody is looking for it to be a scam, then guess what? It is. You know what I mean? They're right either way. And people that are looking for it to be a scam, that's not really the right sort of mentality of someone that I want to work with, right? They're looking to be proven that this thing doesn't work, right? And now, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure Lisa would agree with me that I don't want to look with someone who's already thinking negative right off of the start. So personally, I avoid that, but you can go for it if you want. You can get traffic that way.
I agree with you, Nat.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's so many positive type keywords that just go for that instead. And of course, always set your intentions. And this is something that, inside of Empower Network, we talk a lot about. Dave Wood goes super deep into this stuff. And so set your intentions before the video. And what I mean by that is thinking, okay, what do I want to achieve with this video? Because as you're creating the video, if you have that intention in mind, it's going to come across. So if you want people to resonate with who you are and really appreciate the value of the honest review that you're putting together, if that's what it is, then say that. If it's, I want people to really resonate with me and I want them to click on the link and see what I've got, then you kind of just get into that state. And of course, when you have your call to action at the end, then you're going to be that much more vibrant about it, and people are going to do what you say. Now, I don't do this as much, and of course, it comes with practice. I kind of just wing it, but depending on what kind of personality you are or how prepared you are, you might want to write a script beforehand, and that's totally okay. The way I do it, I have my idea in mind, I've got my intention set, and I just slam through it. And sometimes I do a few different takes. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and I like to get things as perfect as possible. And so if I don't get it right the first couple of times, maybe I'll shoot it 4 times. But I don't wait for it to be perfect. If it's good enough, I'll throw it up. But if you do write a script, you want to make sure that you're actually saying your keyword at the very beginning, in the middle, a couple times. I mean, once is good enough, but you can kind of sprinkle in a couple times, and then again right at the very end. And the reason for that is because YouTube and Google, I guess, they have software that actually picks up what you're saying, and they actually transcribe it. And granted, they don't do a very good job of it, which I'll show you here in a second. But if you say that, it actually makes your video more relevant to the keyword that you're trying to rank for. So case in point, if I'm trying to do, let's say, a video for ViSalus reviews, I'd say something like, hey, this is Nat Green here. I'm just putting together a ViSalus review video for you here. Blah, 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 ViSalus reviews, blah, blah, blah. I hope you enjoyed my ViSalus reviews video. Something along those lines, and I think you guys get that there. Then next we've got a pre-upload checklist. So once we've done all those things, we want to make sure that we've got a few things down right before we actually upload our video to YouTube. Now this is a big one right here, is that we want to make sure that our video file itself is actually named the keyword. So whether it's AVI or MOV or whatever, it doesn't matter. But in this case, it'd be ViSalusReviews.mp4 if that's the video that I just shot. Okay, the extension doesn't matter. Whether it's MOV, MP4, AVI, that doesn't really matter. Just making sure that your video is actually called your keyword. And now you'll see here that I have dashes between the words. That doesn't really matter, I don't think. Some people might test it and say one way or another. But whether you have dashes in between the words or not, in my opinion, it doesn't really matter. Don't know why I have that script or that slide again. And something that I also do is I always create. Well, I shouldn't say I don't always do this, but if I want to get super specific, especially if it's around a competitive keyword, then I actually create a new channel for that keyword. And when I create the new channel, I actually use a Gmail address with the keyword in the address. So VisalisReviews@gmail.com would be that example, or whatever the keyword is. Now, I should mention here that for whatever reason, if that keyword, or sorry, if that Gmail address is already taken, don't worry about it. You can just throw like a number 1 or number 2 at the end. Doesn't matter. Just make sure that you have the keyword as close to being as exact as you want. If you want to throw in an extra word to it, an extra number, you can definitely do that. And then, of course, you're going to create a new YouTube channel with the keyword in the name, right? Now, again, you don't have to do this every single time. This is just if you want to get, super laser targeted, you can do this, okay? So I'll show examples of that in a second here. So in this case, youtube.com/keyword would be in place of your username. So in this case here, now this shows it exactly, that for the FB Ads University review that I showed you earlier, you'll see here right in the center, that's what I called my channel. So, and you'll see, it says other choices. This was the Gmail address that I used. So YouTube is just asking me, do I want to display it as the word or as the Gmail address? Either one is correct. I just think that this one up top here looks a little cleaner. So, Lisa, any questions so far before I get going too further?
Yes, actually, we have one question, and I don't think it's necessary that we answer this question right now.
Okay.
We'll probably keep it towards the end because you're probably going to cover this anyway.
Okay.
And that's basically, what video editing program do you use? But I'm sure you'll cover that later.
Right. Actually, you know what? I don't actually, but I'm on a Mac. I use iMovie and/or ScreenFlow. Sometimes a combination of both. But if you're on a PC, Windows Movie Maker is one, Camtasia, Jing, those types of programs you can use for those. And I need to learn. I've got Final Cut Pro, which I've had for so long, but I need to learn how to do it. But that's more advanced stuff. But
yeah, my question is actually, Nat, is you mentioned creating a new YouTube channel which is connected with the Gmail account.
Yeah.
But because I've done that too, and I've ran out of, when you're creating a new Gmail account, you have to confirm that account with your cell phone.
Yeah.
And so at some point, you're going to get a message that's, at least I experienced that, where I've gotten a message where it says, sorry, you used this number like way too many times.
Yeah. I think it's something like 16, I think. I could be wrong on that. But you're right, and that's a great point, actually. Thanks for bringing that up. So a couple things that you can do is, A, use your girlfriend or boyfriend's phone number, which maybe I've done before. Also, you can go to Fiverr and actually have people create accounts for you. The downside to doing that is, and in a way it's not even really that much of a downside, because the phone numbers have to be phone verified, and I think that they use what are called PVAs, which are phone verified accounts. So they'll actually verify them when they create them for you. If you upload a video, and I think it's 20 minutes, anything over that time limit, that you have to re-verify it. But most of your videos, should be shorter than that anyway. 3 to 5 minutes, and I'm guilty of going longer than that too, but 3 to 5 minutes is really the length of time that you want to do. So that's what I would suggest. But there's actually an app, and I just learned this from Boris, who's also on our team a while ago. The app is, I think it's Burner. I got it on my phone here. One sec.
There's something that I want to add to that too when you're done.
Yeah. The app's called Burner. I've got it on Android. I think it was for iPhone as well too. And I think it's like $1 or something, like $1 or $2 per listing. But I would suggest just go the Fiverr route, because you can actually get I can't remember, 20 at a time for $5. So you can go pretty hog wild for $5 right there.
Awesome. And now, as far as creating accounts, now what you could do is, now with the new feature inside of YouTube, you can actually create unlimited channels on the same account.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And I'll actually show you guys if you don't know how to do it, Nat. I'll actually show everybody. I'll share my screen and show everyone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, that's good. I've heard that because that's pretty new. But to be honest, I haven't done that yet. So that's
yeah,
awesome.
I'll show it. I'll show it later when you're done with your presentation.
Cool. So I appreciate that. Always nice learning something when I'm on the other side of the Hangout. So you'll see here basically that in this case, FB Ads University Review, like that's how it shows up. That was my keyword there. We'll get into some other stuff in a second that you can see on the screen. But so like anything, when Google, or in this case YouTube, they ask for information, the more information that you can give them, the better. So fill out as much information within the channel description. And of course, remember to add some of your keywords in the profile. But I do want to mention, don't go overboard with this. Some people get crazy with keyword stuffing, it's called, where it's just like throwing your keyword like 20 times in stuff. Don't do that. You know, I would put it in like one time per line with some other text to kind of dilute it down. So don't go crazy, but wherever there is a spot to put your keyword in, I would suggest doing so. And then upload some channel art. And something I do when I do this is actually I name the, you know, if it's a JPEG file or a GIF or whatever, is actually name it keyword.jpg, okay? And you'll see here that there's an example of the description. So I actually did 2 different keywords here. So FB Ads University Review and FB Ads University Bonus information can be found here and blah, 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 right? And then you'll also see here down below that you can add links within your channel. And so these are actually anchor text links. So I did one for FB Ads University Review, which was my main keyword, and then FB Ads University Bonus, which was my secondary keyword, okay?
Yeah, also, let me throw something in there too, Nat.
Yep.
Some people were asking, if you use the unlimited channels on one account, what happens when your account gets flagged 3 times and YouTube shuts it down? Well, yes, if that happens, then yes, you're at risk of losing all of your channels. Yeah. But, you know, hey, it is what it is. So if you can take the time to actually go out there and create several accounts, then go ahead and do that. If you want to take the lazy route and risk it and create a bunch of different channels on one account, hey, that's the price you have to pay if you want to go that route.
Yeah, there's pros and cons with both of those, and I will address those in a bit here. But that's a great question for sure, because I actually have lost my main channel twice. Once, I swear it was the day I thought of actually taking it down, because of course a lot of people were flagging Empower videos. Luckily, I was able to get it back both times. But still, I was choked because, I mean, my main channel I've had for years. So I was really mad when that happened. It's not really something that I want to, you know, lose. So yeah, definitely pros and cons there. So yeah. So basically, this is just examples. I mean, this is pretty straightforward stuff here. Just throw in your keyword in your tagline, in your introduction, you know, secondary keywords, linking back to my channel and specific videos. I actually, in this case, now I'm not saying you always have to do this, but because it was a launch that I really wanted to dominate, I actually went out and bought a domain and created I think it was like a 2 or 3 page website built around the product, the review, the bonuses and stuff. And so you'll notice here that my website was fbadsuniversityreview.com as well. So, you know, that's taking things one step further, but if you really want to go hard with a launch or whatever, then, you know, be my guest. And this is basically how you do the anchor text label. So you'll see here on this slide that in the top box it says FB Ads University Bonus, right? So that's my secondary keyword, and then I use my actual link in the box below that with, of course, make sure you have the http:// and then once I hit save, it just makes that clickable and anchor text links. Okay, so we're going to get into some stuff. Now, a lot of people know this stuff. I mean, so much of this is common knowledge, but if you're new, a lot of this stuff you're not going to know, so we're going to cover this. So now here's the cool thing is when you title your video file the keyword, then when you upload it, YouTube automatically takes that file name and makes it your title. So it kind of already does it for you if you've done one of the first steps correctly. Okay. Now, what I would suggest with this, and some people will say different on this, but some people would say put in your keyword twice. So example would be like, FB Ads University review / an honest FB Ads University review or something like that. I think that's keyword stuffing. That might work right now, but I think as YouTube evolves, that you're going to get slapped on that. What I would suggest is have your title once, or Facebook Ads University review, and then check out, click here to see why you need to get this, or something where it's more compelling, it creates a little bit of curiosity, that kind of thing, right? So hopefully that makes sense, because keyword stuffing, it's not going to work forever. So this is one of those things that's a little bit more longevity. So company name review, like I just said here. And then in this case, basically, I just said, you know what? Though I did this like in September. So I did a slight variation of it: FB Ads University review / honest review for FB Ads University. So it's just a little bit of a twist on that. It's not exactly right there. And the description starts with your keyword. So the very first thing I do is put my keyword there, and then of course I always put my my URL, and again making sure that I have the http:// because if you just put www.website, it's not clickable. People are lazy; they're not going to copy and paste. You want to make sure that it's clickable. And the reason that you want to put the link like right after your keyword, and I do see some people put it before your keyword, but in my opinion, if you put your keyword first, Google's going to see that it's there. It's more relevant. But if you put your website link way down in the description, YouTube only shows like 2 or 3 lines. So if it's down further below, people aren't going to see it. They're less likely to click on it, which means they're less likely to go to your lead capture page or affiliate page or whatever it is that you're promoting. So make sure that it's right there front and center. Clickable link right there, just like I said. So boom, right there in red. And if you want to do any tracking, of course, you can use Bitly or the Google URL shortener. And if you're using those with Bitly anyway, I don't think Google does it, but you can actually create the URL so it has your keyword in it. Of course, with the Prosperity team, we're so awesome to have the URL shortener. So linkprosperity.com/keyword if it's available. Okay, so your description has your script, which if you went ahead and pre-scripted things, then you could just go whammo and paste it in there. If you want to outsource this, you can do it. So after you've created your video, you could send it to somebody on Fiverr, pay them $5. I kind of sometimes just wing it, or I actually use a software called Dragon Dictate, and they have a Mac version and a PC version. And so myself, I can kind of just spout stuff off the top of my head, then I like to type, so I'll just kind of like, wow, just throw it out there, have Dragon dictate it for me or transcribe it, and then I paste that in there, and then away you go. You can do, if you want to go to like ezinearticles.com or something like that, you can get another article or something that's already been written for you if it's around the keyword. But what I would suggest if you do that, and it's kind of a cheating way, but whatever, but if you were to do that, I would always have the author's name just to give them credit. If you want to put a link back to their article or whatever, you're more than welcome to do that. But don't just blatantly plagiarize. Obviously, that's not cool. And then, of course, make sure at the end of the description it ends with your keyword. And I always like to put my social media profiles in there as well. Like if you liked what you heard in this video, let's connect on Facebook, let's connect on, subscribe to YouTube, that sort of thing. And then, of course, a call to action. But make sure that you're just
Hey, Nat, your audio died out. Not sure what just happened.
Has the keyword at the end of it, leave the field after. What I would suggest is do 2, maybe 3 variations of your keyword. So in the instance of ViSalus review, I would go ViSalus reviews, ViSalus business review, something along those lines. Maybe other slight variations of it that are relatable. And I actually didn't put this in the slide here, but this is a super ninja tip where I actually always start putting my own name and channel name in my tags as well, because what happens, and a lot of people will realize that after you watch your video, it shows you other related videos, or of course it shows videos in the sidebar there. And what's cool, when you put your own channel name or your own name in that, and if you do that with all of the videos on that channel, then guess what happens? It actually starts showing all of your videos instead of everybody else's videos. And I was just looking at one of my channels today, and I think there's like 20 different related videos on the side, and half of them are mine, just because I've been doing this. And I've actually seen some people where if they have enough videos on their channel that they'll actually take up all 20. So that's really cool. So it kind of just keeps people in the web of your videos instead of, you know, wandering off to other people. So that's pretty cool. So a related category, now I've heard that news ranks faster than other stuff, okay? But what I would suggest, and more importantly than just a little bit of a gimmick, which that is, to be honest, is to be consistent with your channel. And whatever category that you suggest, or that you're using, I should say, make sure that all of your videos are the same category. So if it's, you know, people and blogs or whatever it is, then do that. But just keep it consistent. So here we've got some badass on-page optimization, so a little bit of ninja stuff here. And this is cool. And for those of you that know Troy Shanks, the SEO Jesus, who really is a Jesus at SEO, he rocks. When we were at our Miami mastermind, and I was actually presenting on this, and he was standing there, he actually didn't know this, and I thought it was pretty cool that I was able to teach Troy something. But what's cool with this is timestamps, and I guarantee that I know people are going to have questions about this. But you'll see here that it says 0:13, and then a little quick description, you know, 0:38 seconds, little description, you know, minute 20. What that does is that creates little mini hyperlinks, and if people look in your description and they see that, if they click on that timestamp, it's going to actually bring them to that spot in the video. Now what's cool with that, it actually counts as another view. So if they were halfway through watching your video, clicked on the timestamp, you actually got 2 views out of that instead. So that's pretty cool in itself. And you could, in that description for each that timestamp, you could say blah, 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 keyword, blah, blah, blah. So it is a spot to, you know, to throw your other keyword in again. So that's pretty cool. And then I always paste my YouTube URL in the description after the video uploads. Now, that might have just gone over somebody's head, but basically, after my video has uploaded, right, that page for the YouTube video actually has a URL. What I'll do is I'll go up to the browser bar, I copy and paste that, or sorry, I copy it, and then I go down to the description and I paste it near the end. Now, Lisa, do you have an idea why I would do that?
Absolutely, to create a backlink.
Create a backlink, that's right. And so basically what happens if people like our video and they embed it on their blog or another website or some other stuff, which I'll share with you guys in a bit, when your video gets embedded, you're creating backlinks to it, which of course is going to help rank the video. So I did suggest this earlier. Put your channel name in your tags or your own personal name if you're trying to get some branding for yourself. And like I already said, basically it's going to show your videos instead of everybody else's. And what you can do, there's something called annotations, and I'll show you exactly how to do that in just a second. And it comes back to wherever there's a chance, throw your keyword in. So what happens at a certain mark, and you can control what time it comes in, you know, you have a call to action. Now you can say stuff as along the lines of, you know, click here to subscribe to my channel and have a link back to your subscribe button, but I said in this case, make sure to check out my FB Ads University bonuses at the end of this video. Okay, so that is a call to action. People who are watching my review video probably want to see what bonuses I'm also throwing in my keyword there. So that's pretty cool. So all you do with that, and this is inside your video manager back office, is you just click on annotations, add annotation, and then pick one of the drop downs. I usually do a speech bubble or note. A spotlight is something different, where if you actually had a button inside of your video, that's something that you can do in your video editing program, where you could actually basically make like a rectangle around that button and then sort of hyperlink that. So click the button now to go to my page or to subscribe here, and then you just make that link clickable to wherever it is that you set. But in the case of what I'm talking about right now with an annotation, go with a speech bubble or note, and then basically type your keyword in there, and then you can see here down below, and I think I've got it on the next slide, which I do. So you can go up or down or wherever to actually place it at different increments in your video. So at this case, at 2.8 seconds, my annotation pops up, and it sticks around till 39 seconds. Okay. So hopefully everybody makes sense. And I know obviously we're going quick here because we've got a lot to go through, but what I would suggest is just click around on all sorts of stuff in the back office of your YouTube account and just play around and see where everything is and see what it does, okay? Those buttons are there for you to click on. And there is a spot where you can actually add a link, and for the time being it does have to link within a Google property. There are some ninja ways to take people outside of a Google property, whether that's your Google Plus profile, your subscribe button for YouTube, a playlist, or something like that. I'm not going to get into that in this training just because we don't have time, and it's kind of ninja. And to be honest, it actually did sort of break into YouTube's terms of service. But what you can safely do is link back to a playlist if you've created a playlist around your keywords to a specific video. So in this case, you know, if I wanted to get people to go to my bonus video where they could find out about bonuses, they could go to that. If I want them to subscribe to my Google Plus channels or subscribe to my YouTube channel, I could do that there. Okay, and then it opens in a new link, so just click that button. So make sure to include calls to action or inside of your annotations, whether it's subscribe to my channel, like this video if you agree, comment below with questions, because doing that stuff is going to create engagement, and we'll get to that in a bit, but those are all things that are going to help you rank a little bit more. And then there is a place to edit captions and upload transcripts. So you'll see that's right beside where your annotations is. And so obviously in most cases we're going to select English there, just double click on that. But one thing I do want to mention, YouTube does have a transcription service built in. It does take a while for them to do it. I would usually check back the next day for it, but their spelling sucks. I said in this video, hey, this is Nat Green, and in this video I want to share my FB Ads University review, and somehow they got Nat Green as Nagrin or something like that. So their spelling sucks. I mean, it's not a big deal if they misspell my name, but you know, if they misspell the keyword, obviously that's not good. So you can actually go in and edit that stuff after the fact. So just make sure that your keywords are correct, if anything else. That's really the most important. And you could, if it was correct, you could actually copy and paste that and use it as a description. But you can upload a file, right? So if you had like a Word document or a text document, whatever, if you did get it transcribed from Fiverr, then you could just upload it there to choose whatever option you want. And another thing here, now this is something where you have to have a verified channel for it, but typically YouTube checks, or they give you the choice of having 3 thumbnails, and then they actually take it from your video. Now in most cases, they always catch you where you got your mouth open and your eyes closed and you look retarded. And so what I like to do is actually make an image that is actually compelling and it's going to stand out. And a lot of people don't do this. So if you have, say, 10 videos and it's all, you know, people standing in front of a, you know, a whiteboard, and then you've got something with the company logo or whatever, that's going to pop out. It's got color to it. It's going to just be more inviting. And even if you're not #1, the more compelling that your image looks, people are more likely to click on it. And of course, that's what you want. Now, this is interesting. And literally, I've been through like probably 100 different video SEO courses. And I think, actually, I don't even know if I've ever seen anyone say this. But again, what I do is I upload the thumbnail, whether it's a JPEG, as a variation of the keyword, right? So it's something similar to what I said earlier with your cover image. So again, it's just another spot to put your keyword. So okay, the next thing here is off-page optimization. Okay, so there's a bunch of different factors to it. There's comments. So the more comments that you have, that's going to help, right? Because that's engagement on your video and on your channel. Obviously, how many likes and even dislikes, actually, although dislikes necessarily isn't a good thing, it's engagement on your channel, and they actually both help. Subscribers, backlinks, and then embeds, and the view duration. And so I'm going to go into all those things here in just a second. And so with comments, obviously, the more the merrier, like everything. And that's why it's good to include a call to action and you know, just ask people to comment with your questions below. Comment if you like this, that type of thing. And of course, I always reply. Well, I don't always, but if I feel like it, I reply to their comment. And with a lot of my videos, even if you get people who are negatively commenting on your channel, I leave it. I don't care, because it's still engagement, and it's helping me rank. So for me, I would rather, you know, have something that's going to help me rank than some stupid comment. I just ignore haters anyway, so whatever. I got better things to do. I've seen people do this where they get their friends, or you know, they'll buy comments or whatever, and you can actually get your keyword in the comment. I mean, that works, yeah, but I mean, most people don't talk with keywords, so it kind of seems unnatural, and it kind of seems like you're stuffing, so I wouldn't worry about that too much. Subscribers are the next thing, and so obviously you want to have a lot of subscribers on your channel, so again, ask people to subscribe to it. But something else that you would do, and even if you actually start creating your own account specifically for, you know, one or a couple different videos that you're trying to rank for, if you actually go and subscribe to other relevant channels in your niche, that actually helps give you weight and helps to optimize your channel, because that actually it shows that you're engaging and you're just not some lump on a log, and YouTube likes that. Backlinks we'll get to in a second, but how many videos on your channel, and this is kind of like the pros and cons that I talked about earlier. Obviously, if you have one channel, or like Lisa was mentioning, if you have, you know, one main channel but sort of like sub accounts on it, but with a ton of videos on it, that does help, because you've got a lot of videos, you probably have a lot of engagement on those videos, and that does give you extra authority. Of course, the downside to that, which we kind of already touched on before, if somebody flags your channel and you lose, you know, hundreds of videos, you're sort of screwed. So I kind of like the route. Well, to be honest, I actually do both. Like my main channel, the Nat Green Online one, I have a lot of videos on that one. But if I want to get super laser targeted with some of my videos, then I'll go the other route. I'll only have one sometimes, or you know, 3 or 4 videos on that channel, but that way, if my channel does get flagged, so what? I only lost 3 instead of 300. So that's really up to you. As far as backlinks, now this is when I said earlier that things have been changing, this is one of those things that's changed huge. Social bookmarks is the one thing that is safe. If you're going to be buying backlinks on Fiverr or whatever, this is the link that I suggest, because it's social, right? People are sharing these types or you know, different types of content on their social media profiles, and you know, Google and YouTube like it because it basically says, hey, this guy or this girl created awesome content, and people think it's worthy of sharing it. So you know, the flip side to that is like blog commenting, which, I mean, you can still do some of that, but don't go crazy with it. If you do that and like profile backlinks, like those are just like spammy types of links. And if you create like, you know, if you go and do like, there's tools called like SE Nuke X, or you know, other different types of automated backlink tools. If you go crazy with that stuff using spammy links, it's not going to work. And like there was a product launch I saw recently, like 2 weeks ago, where they actually were doing automated backlinking, and they were on the page 1 of, I think the keyword was weight loss, which is like hugely, hugely competitive. And during their launch, is when this huge shift came, and they literally went from page 1 to like page 50 like overnight, just because all the backlinks that they were doing were these blog comments, forum profiles, and all that spammy type stuff. So social bookmarks are good. For whatever reason, I didn't put it on the slide, but if you can get .edu or .gov backlinks, and what those means is the websites that you're getting the backlinks from are from government type sites or educational type sites like universities and colleges. By, but they are high authority, so those are good to get. Here's something here. Now this is something I do all the way through, and whenever I upload a video, I always watch it all the way through the very first time, and I always encourage other people to do the same. Now there's different groups on Facebook. I'm part of a couple. You might want to create your own group where you actually syndicate and help other people to rank the videos. And by doing so, you're watching them, you're commenting, you're subscribing and liking and all that type of thing. But you want to make sure that people are watching the video all the way to the end, and this is a good reason why you want to have short, compelling videos. People don't have time to sit through 15, 20 minutes, but they might have time to do 3 minutes. So, and you can actually look inside of the analytics in the YouTube dashboard, and you can see at what point people are jumping off your videos. So if you see that people are jumping off after 25 seconds, you can see, well, what did I say there? Why are people jumping off? Maybe you said something that was offensive, or you were boring, your energy just wasn't very good, and people are like, whatever, I'm out. So if you got your high energy up without being overboard, and you're just giving good content, people are going to stay through to the end, and that's super important. It's actually more important to have high engagement all the way through your videos than it actually does for overall views now. And so, like, people will buy views. I strongly suggest against that because it doesn't really matter as much. So do not go buy views. And really, that's about it, you guys. So I wanted to give you a cheat sheet here, and you don't even have to go opt in for this. I just put this together for you guys. Tons of free value, and just, it's basically just everything I talked about in sort of bullet point. All you have to do is go to natgreenonline.com/cheat-sheet. So just go there right now. You can get my cheat sheet, and you can use that as a reference point. So when you're creating your channels and your videos, you can go back through and you don't have to think about it. If you miss a step, you can just refer back, and that's it.
Matt, could you repeat that URL?
Yeah.
I'll actually post the link in the comments below.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so it's natgreenonline.com/cheat, which is CHEAT-sheet, SHEET. natgreenonline.com/cheat-sheet, and Lisa's put it in right there.
And this is for them to download your cheat sheet.
Yeah.
Download a YouTube cheat sheet.
Lisa, how do I get? Am I still on screen share, or how do I get off this?
Give me 1 second. Yes, I can see your face.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so all I was going to say, that's basically it. The big thing I would say, you guys, is take action on this stuff. It works. I've made thousands of dollars with local clients. I've gotten signups into my business. I get leads every day on autopilot. And the big thing here is this, okay? If you take massive action and shoot a ton of videos, don't be attached to any one specific video. One might not rank, right? But if you do, one video a day, in 30 days you've got videos out there. In 60 days you've got 60 videos out there. What if you did 2 videos a day, 3 videos a day, whatever? Just take action on this. And like the Hangout said, having an army of minions. The cool thing with this, you guys, you create the content once, and as long as it doesn't get flagged and taken down, it's there forever for you, right? Now, things might change. Maybe you change your business opportunity or whatever it is, but you can go back into the video description and put in a different link, right? So wherever you were sending them before, now you're sending them to a more current offer or whatever, right? So just take action on this. The stuff works. Video is powerful.
there's actually two things that I want to include also. You know, and this obviously what you're training is basically free stuff. However, there is you know, some PPC, YouTube PPC. YouTube actually has a section where you can actually pay to get ranked, you know, to have your ad stuck up at the top for no matter, you know, what keyword you're trying to rank for. And it works the same way as Facebook, you know, pay-per-click, or Google pay-per-click, or whatever. You're paying to get your ad stuck up on the top. So that may be another option if you're really trying to rank for a specific video.
Right. Actually, well, and that brings up 2 points. One is that when you're all in with the Prosperity team, and you should be, and if not, it's something to work towards, right? John Moroz, who I think he just crossed the $1 million mark. He has an incredible training that he shows you step by step, basically just what I did, but he does it for the pay-per-click side of things. One campaign where he said he took 1 day to set it up, and at the point where he had shot it, I think it was 8 months later, and he had made $80,000 from that one campaign.
Wow.
So obviously, you know, you might not get the exact same results or whatever, and income disclaimer here, but that is awesome. And my second point with that, which this is something I just learned like 2 weeks ago, instead of taking money and going to buy views on Fiverr or, you know, VagX or Viewit or all these other different types of sites where you can buy views, spend $5 or $10 or whatever on buying views through YouTube pay-per-click targeted to people who are actually looking for your keyword. So you're still getting views, but these are targeted views for people who are looking for your video. So by them, you know, basically for you paying to get the clicks, now they're watching your video, and you might actually, like, it's a win-win. You're getting the clicks, you're getting the traffic, and you're getting the views, which is going to help rank your video. So that's huge.
And they're actually real views and not like bot views.
Yeah, they're real views from targeted people, which, you know, targeted being the key word there, right? Like, because when you're buying views, like, you know, it could be someone from, you know, India or whatever, who, and you know, no offense to people who are in India, but, you know, it's from, I mean, maybe the opportunity or the product that you're selling is, you know, it's not valid in India, or, you know what I mean? It's just, there's no point getting a 30-second view from somebody who doesn't give a crap about what it is that you're trying to sell in your video, whereas getting real views by people who are looking for your keyword makes a heck of a lot more sense, right? So.
Right, exactly. And the second thing I wanted to throw out there is actually join a video syndication group on Facebook. Now, I actually have one that is open to everybody, no matter what it is that you're out there promoting. It doesn't matter if you're on Empower Network. It doesn't matter if you're on Amway. It doesn't matter what company you're with, what product you promote. I actually started a group where we have 2 sections inside the group. One is for blogs. So if you have a blog post and you want to get traffic to your blog post, and you want to get likes and comments and shares and stuff on your blog post, you can put it in the blog post section of the group. If you have a YouTube video, you can actually go to the actual thread in that group and post your YouTube video there. And it doesn't matter if there's, you know, what it is that you're promoting. You can promote whatever it is. The purpose of this group is for syndication only. So what you would do is there's a commitment. There's a commitment. So if you're going to be joining this group, you got to make sure that you're committed to blogging and videos, or one of the other, okay? The reason why is because we want activity in the group. We don't want any slackers. We don't want people that are just going to post their stuff in there and not return the favor. So if you're in that group and you post your video, let's say, for example, and you want your video to get likes and comments and, you know, things like that, then you need to return the favor to 5 other people. So you need to look at 5 other people's videos in that group, go and like and comment on their videos and subscribe to their channels in return. Okay? That's the deal. That's the commitment. So if you can commit to that, then you can join our group. If you cannot commit to that, go somewhere else and do it your own way. But you will get kicked out because this is a very small group, because I've kicked out a lot of people who were slackers because I don't play those games. If you're going to be serious about blogging and if you're going to be serious about videos, then you have to be serious about helping other people inside of our community. So if that interests you, here's what I want you to do. I'm actually going to share my screen for 1 second before we end this broadcast. Let's see, where's my Facebook? Okay, so this is the name of the group. You can find us on Facebook. It's called blog/vlog. Vlog meaning a video blog, if that's what you're doing. So blog, vlog, love club. This is the name right here. You could see it here. Blog, vlog, love club. And why did I call it that? Because you're posting blog posts, but you're also posting your videos on your blog post and you're sharing it there too, or you're doing blog, meaning like you're just doing videos. And so we have 2 sections in here. So let me show you the 2 sections really quickly. And again, there is no spamming. So if your intentions are to come in here and spam, you got another thing coming because you will get blocked and removed. So basically, here's the rule. You post your blog post links here, and you syndicate 5 other members' posts. Right, so as you can see here, everybody's posting their blog posts. There's like 278 people that posted their blogs, and all you have to do is go to their blog, like and leave a comment, and go to the next one. And you have to do that 5 times, and then you can go about your business. That's the commitment. The same thing with the video section. Right down here, we have post your YouTube links here and comment on at least 5 members' videos. And as you can see here, we've got like 317 videos on here. And all you have to do is post your link here and then choose the last 5 people that actually posted, right? So for example, if I go down here, let's see what's the last one. Oh, there's so many videos over here. Okay, so the last one, right? So what you would do is you would actually go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or whatever and go comment on those videos and go subscribe and stuff. And that is how we've been getting extra likes, extra shares, extra comments, things like that. Getting involved in a community. Now, as you can see, this is a very small group. There's only 49 members in this group. I've had close to 100 members, and believe it or not, there's a lot of people that actually slack. And believe you me, I will remove you. Because like I said before, this is a group of serious video marketers and bloggers, and I don't play those games. So if you're coming in here to spam or if you're coming in here to be a slacker, do not bother to join that group. So again, it's called Blog Vlog Love Club because we're sharing the love with each other. So with that being said, thank you so much, Nat, for sharing your golden nuggets. I'm going to see if we have any last questions before we roll out of here.
Yeah, I'll just mention, I'll try to go through and answer some of the questions after the fact or whatever, but if people want to connect with me on Facebook or whatever, I'm pretty open and willing to help people out as long as it doesn't take too much time. But I'll go over and answer some of your questions. So just connect on Facebook. My URL, well, I'm easy to find anyway, but you can find the URL in the cheat sheet to friend me.
Yes.
Or subscribe on YouTube.
Yeah, we don't really have any more questions except the fact that I'll post the name of the group inside here. Syndication, I'm going to post it in the comments below in just a second. Syndication group name is blog/vlog love club. So all you have to do is copy that, paste it into Facebook, and then you'll find it and you just request to join and I'll let you in. But again, I will be kicking you out if I don't see any activities.
That's right.
All right, so there you have it. So thanks so much again, Nat.
No problem.
For hanging out with me tonight and sharing this valuable information. I know it to be true because I actually do it. And there's actually a few things that I actually learned from you tonight, Nat, and that was actually using the timestamps. I wasn't doing that in my video, so I'm definitely going to add that to my little bag of tricks, my little bag of YouTube tricks.
That's
So
a
thank
sneaky
you
one.
so much
Yeah,
for
a lot of people don't do that. I mean, it's one of those things. I don't do it all the time, but it's just one more thing you can do, right? So, again, to what I said at the very beginning, you don't have to do everything that I talked about, but you can do some of those things, and if you need to do one more thing here and there, it works, right? It all adds up.
Absolutely. And I actually have one last question. Do you do videos daily?
My plan is, but sometimes I fall off. But yeah, I mean that's definitely the idea, right? It's just consistent action with it. And I mean sometimes my videos they're more of like a blog related video where I'm actually not actually trying to rank for something. But I mean that's more of a social stuff. You hope that you hit on something good and people share it around versus actually getting organic traffic, for years to come kind of thing. Do both, right? Whatever works for you, but video has been huge for me, not only in commission-wise and getting new teammates and stuff, but I mean, it's even cool going to the Empower events and people I've never met, like, hey, Nat, what's up? And I'm like, hey, what's up? It's because they've seen my videos, right? People think they know you because of video, so it's powerful.
Awesome. One last question. Is there a specific code to use for timestamps? I'm not sure what that means, but maybe you want to answer that.
I know what that means. Just type it out exactly how you see it. So like 1 minute, 23 seconds. YouTube automatically does that. And I know people think that you have to do like HTTP/timestamp or something. You don't. YouTube recognizes it, and it just makes it like that as it is.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone. Here's what we want to encourage you to do. We want to encourage you, first of all, to take action on the stuff that you learned tonight on our Hangout. And number two, I don't care what it is that you're out there promoting. I don't care what your passions are, okay? If you want to build a successful business, it is an absolute must that you start blogging and that you have marketing training, because the only thing that will push you forward in this industry, okay, the only thing that will push you forward in this industry is that if you have the skill sets under your belt, the skill sets, the tools, and the system under your belt to make your dreams come true, right, to earn the commissions that you've been dreaming about. If you have the system, if you have the skill sets and the tools, you can make that possible. So what we want to encourage you to do is that we actually have the system, and we have the training, and we have the tools right here. And all you have to do is click the button right underneath this video and lock arms with us today for just $25. He talked about, Nat, you talked about one of the trainings that we had on our team with John and Rose. I forgot the name of the training that it was.
It's in the master's level. I think it's just YouTube pay-per-click. I mean, it's not a fancy name, but it's awesome. I mean,
well, even that's on the master's level because we have different levels in our system. But even at the basic level, not only are you going to get a plug-and-play blog, not only are you going to get some basic 8-course steps to getting started, right? But you're also going to get a shitload of free training inside of our team site. So you definitely want to take advantage of that for $25 a month. I mean, come on. $25 a month isn't even anything to think about. It's nothing to even question. It's nothing to say, well, I don't have, first of all, if you don't have $25, that's a problem. That's why you need to get in here and get involved in our community and find the $25 just to get involved so that you can learn the skill sets that you need to be successful. So with that being said, click the link below, lock arms with us today, and we will see you same time, same place next Wednesday, 8 o'clock, right here on our next training. Next week is going to be exciting too because we have Alex and Anna, one of the top income earners inside of our system, coming to train you. Alex and Anna Zubarev will be on next week, and I'm so excited for that one because those are my really good friends. So with that being said, thank you again, Nat.
Cool, you betcha. Thanks, guys.
Yes, and we will see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye-bye.